Hey, it's your boy G Piper Chirac. Please don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, good people. Okay, tonight we have Ray J, The Game, and Mr. Kanye West. You know, they all was involved with somebody in the Kardashian family. You know, Ray J hit Kim Kardashian first, then Kanye West married her, and The Game said he dated Khloe and Kim, and it wasn't no biggie in the family. So, you know, a lot of these people say when these Kardashian girls, you know, they like to date, excuse me, they like to date the brothers, you know, the athletes, the rappers, you know, or whatever. You know, they say they have some type of spell that they put on them. Because you come in the Kardashian house one way, allegedly, and you leave out another way, allegedly. So enough of me talking. I'm going to let Mr. Ray J break down his situation that he went through with him, Brandy and his mom, with Khloe and Kim when they were Brandy and her mother's assistant. You won't believe what they did.
You ever look at the Kardashians and feel like I made them? It's a strategy with everything, man, and everybody plays their position. So as long as you do your part and just pass it down, it's always going to be successful. And strategy is what I would give that credit to. It's strategy. It goes into a very detailed. I don't want to go into like too much weird stuff because now I'm starting to feel like I'm Will.I.am up here, and I'm from LA, so I'm still turned up. I don't give. I'm starting to sound way too nerdy, blood. But no, I have respect for everybody. The consistency after something happens is what matters. If you hit it first, that's cool, but the person who hit it last will probably profit the most from it because that's the most important person. So the first is kind of like the whatever. You can only do your part in everybody's story and respect everybody as they grow and continue to be successful. And you just do the same and just mind your business and stay in your lane.
You did do a song called Hit It First. I forgot about that.
Hitting it first doesn't mean anything.
It don't mean nothing.
Nah, first? I mean, come on, bro. It'll never be thought of. Last is where you want to be. You ever look at the...
So you heard what Ray J said. Hitting it first doesn't mean a thing. You know, he said all they do is pass it down to each other, and that's how their family keep coming up. So here's Mr. Ray J speaking on when Kim and Khloe was Brandy and her mom's assistant.
Kardashian. Khloe was my sister's assistant. They stole $600,000 to $800,000 off my mom's credit card and Brandy's credit card.
To do what?
Kim was doing closets. They didn't have any money. Oh, that's a lie. They worked for Brandy. Brandy said, go shopping for me. They swiped the card and get Brandy 3 or 4 Jimmy Choo shoes or whatever, or clothes, whatever. And then they'll get themselves like 4 or 5 shoes too. Over and over for months and months and months until it ran up to like almost $1 million.
Dang.
And my mom gave them the card. My mom don't spend money. My mom is very frugal. They spent like 100 bands on her card running it up. They thought my mom spent like Brandy spent. And stole all their money, bro. They got caught. They had to pay it back. It's in court. They had to pay it back. It's just Brandy is a good person, and I guess she was in a situation where she couldn't speak on it, so they got away with it. They paid the money back, or they paid majority. I don't know. They got caught. It's court documents. You stole almost $1 million from my family.
Dang.
At the same time, you pointed the finger at me and said, "I'm the bad guy. You did this to us." A family with morals and values and.
You heard what he said? Those people were nice enough to give them their job. These girls put their freedom on line. They wanted to do anything to rise to the top. They spent millions of dollars off these people charge cards. And if that would have been me or you, we'd have been on American Greed or scam somewhere and probably somewhere still locked up today. And like he said, Brandy was kind-hearted. She couldn't speak on it. She probably didn't want to press charges. You know, they mother party came over there crying and pleading. And you know, by those people being church people, they didn't press charges. Man, that's crazy. So we got Mr. Kanye West coming in and said he shouldn't even marry Kim Kardashian. He should have married someone else and he would have been better off.
Was Paris Hilton's assistant. I should have had baby with Paris Hilton.
What?
Over Kim Kardashian.
What?
Because, could you imagine if I had kids with Paris Hilton, how many hotels I have now? You get what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about that. The Hilton. You know, the Hilton shit. Yeah. Because I think I'm staying in the Hilton right now. The fucking Edition Hotels is a Hilton. You know what I'm saying? And Paris Hilton had the vision that's what happened. Kim was like the Virgil. Kim was like Paris Hilton's Virgil. And that's what happened. If you like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you have a kid with a nanny, the nanny only power is to take your kids.
So he hit Kim Kardashian right there with a low blow. He said he should have never went with the help. He should have went with Paris Hilton. He'd have been well off, and he would have had a chain of Hilton hotels.
I was like her closet organizer, but I guess that's a closet assistant.
Well, hang on.
I
So she
know.
had an assistant,
Yes.
and you would organise
Only
her
the
closet.
closets. Her closet was wild, but you'd be going through things, and she would have diamond necklaces like shoved in a drawer, and she wouldn't even know. And she always had like a change of clothes in her purse.
Okay.
And she would be totally comfortable with me saying this.
Right.
But she always had like a bikini or a change of clothes. You
In
never
case she-
know where we up.
Oh, sorry. You Paris Hilton's assistant?
I was like her closet organizer, but I guess that's a
You heard what Kim said. She was a closet organizer, and sometimes she would leave jewelry in that and wouldn't even know. So, Kim, did you allegedly take any of those diamond chains and keep them for yourself? Because you also overcharged stuff on Brandy and her mom's credit card. So, allegedly, I think you kept some of those chains. So, we have the game coming in, and he said he dated Kim and Chloe, and it wasn't no big thing in the family because they allegedly are used to sharing the chocolate ice cream.
With Kim runs its course. But later on, there's a rumor that you dated Chloe.
I dated Chloe.
Was a little weird because you're dating both sisters?
You know what it is, man. The reserve with the Kardashians is pretty smooth, man. I don't know. They
I
let
bet
each
it
other
is.
live, man. I don't know. And low key, the way that they are as a whole, and I mean all the sisters and Chris, who is a great person. The way that she raised her daughters is they just live their life, man. And I don't think nobody ever gets too mad at anybody about anything. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you see on TV, I've been like in that inner circle.
So the thing with Kim runs.
You heard what he said? They like that. They're allegedly getting down like that, so they ain't got no problem with sharing, the chocolate ice cream. He said the way they mother raised them, hey man, share and share alike. So, they are some nice looking young ladies. So if I ever get famous, I do want to go down to LA. The first 2 stops I'm gonna make, I want to see the Hollywood sign and I want a star map to the Kardashian house. Excuse me, sir. Could you give me a star map? How much are they? $20? I want to go to Calabasas down to the Kardashian house. Can I date any one of them? Take me through there. That's your boy G Patrick Chirac. Please don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. But y'all know y'all go with one of the Kardashians.